Marie Curie, the woman who played with atoms and didn't explode. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away called Poland, there was a little girl named Marie Skłodowska who was super-duper curious. We're talking, why is the sky blue and can I make it purple? Kind of curious. She loved science so much that when other kids were pretending to be pirates or princesses, Marie was pretending to be a thermometer. Okay, maybe not, but you get the point. But in Marie's time, the late 1800s, girls weren't exactly encouraged to go to school and become mad scientist geniuses. Nope. They were told to learn how to knit and pour tea. Boring. Zzz. But Marie was like, no way, José. I want to discover stuff. So she packed up her dreams, got on a train, and moved to Paris, France, where girls could actually study science. France. In Paris, Marie became the brainiac of the century. She studied physics and mathematics so hard that even the textbooks were like, whoa, slow down, girl. One day, she met a fellow science nerd named Pierre Curie. They fell in love over beakers and lab coats. Got married, and became the science power couple of the century. Think Beyoncé and Jay-Z of radioactivity. Marie and Pierre were super interested in these mysterious, invisible rays that some rocks gave off. These rays could pass through things, even human skin. Spooky, right? Boom. Marie started working with a weird rock called pitch blende. Sounds like a smoothie, but definitely isn't. After months of boiling, stirring, and probably getting a few chemical burns, Marie discovered two brand new elements that no one had ever seen before. Polonium, named after her homeland, Poland. Radium, sounds like a superhero's name, right? Superheroine. Both were radioactive, which means they glowed in the dark and could do crazy things like kill germs, but also make your hair fall out if you weren't careful. Bombe. In 1903, Marie became the first woman ever to win a Nobel Prize in physics, along with Pierre and a guy named Henri Becquerel, who was probably just happy to be included. Then, after Pierre sadly passed away, don't worry, no science explosion, just a tragic accident, Marie didn't give up. She worked even harder, and in 1911 she won another Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry. Yes, she's still the only person in all of history to win 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different sciences. That's like winning the Science Olympics twice. During World War I, Marie helped build mobile X-ray machines and trained nurses to use them. These were like science vans that could look inside wounded soldiers without opening them up like sardine cans. Pretty cool, right? Thousands of lives were saved because of her work. Not bad for someone who used to get kicked out of science clubs just for being a girl. Marie handled radioactive stuff before people knew it was dangerous. So sadly, she got very sick and passed away in 1934. But her notebooks are still radioactive today. If you want to read them, you need to wear a protective suit like you're going to the moon. Blast off book radiation. Marie Curie proved that science isn't just for boys, that invisible things can be the most powerful, and that girls who ask questions can change the world. So the next time someone says, girls aren't good at science, just laugh and say, tell that to Marie Curie, the glow-in-the-dark genius queen.